Yo, welcome everyone. So it's that time of the year, Steam replays dropped and it's pretty much the end of the year. It's 12/29 today, about 2 more days until the new year. So I just really wanted to put out this Steam replay of, pretty much going through all the memories that I had, what games I played, the achievements unlocked and all of that. I hope everyone also had a wonderful Christmas that just passed. Hopefully, you guys got what you guys wanted. If not, hopefully you guys were able to share it with family or people close to you. But yeah, let's get to it. So, Winstar 715 Steam Replay 2025 says this year you played a lot of new games and unlocked quite a few achievements. Here are a few of your highlights. So let's see. It says I've played 54 games, which is 24 games fewer than last year. I could see that because this year I focused on a lot of like JRPGs, RPG games in general. So that takes a lot of the time. Um, yeah, so I could see why I tried like fewer games for sure. So it says I played 27 new games, 6 demos, 3 playtests. I know Rematch is probably one of the playtests. 232 achievements unlocked, 124 fewer achievements than last year, 30 games with 14 rare achievements completed. Primarily played 70% with controller, 30% was with keyboard and mouse. It looks like Battlefield 6 may be the top played game this year. Yeah, I went heavy on Battlefield 6. I played a lot, like a lot with coworkers, a lot with friends. Was playing a lot. I think I got it maybe the first week that it came out and just played a lot of the multiplayer, and then later on I got hooked onto the battle royale. So I was playing a lot of Red Sec. So if you guys want to play, team up, hit me up. We'll get some Red Sec match going. So right here, the second most played would be Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, 9% of my playtime. 125 sessions played. That's a lot of sessions. I got kids, so just me just bouncing around on the Steam Deck, just logging in whatever time I can. And then Claire Obscure Expedition 33, 76 sessions played, 9% of playtime. So it's tied up with Cold Steel here. All right, let's go down. How you compare? Yeah, let me know what your guys' top 3 are in the comments below. Yeah, I would really like to see what everyone been playing this year. Oh shit, my battery in my mouse is low. So how you compare? Stack your year against the rest of the community, Steam community. So the median is 11, which is crazy. Like I would think a lot of people, since Steam sells and a lot of sales that go on, that a lot of people will buy new like games in general and just play them. But it just seems like, oh well, this is achievements. What am I saying? But still, regardless, yeah, achievements. You can still earn achievements if you're playing a lot of games. You played 54 games. Oh, right here is the games played. So Steam median is 54. So way above that. Longest streak was 34 days. Steam medium 6%. Here, oh shoot, it says 47%. The percentage of playtime you had in new releases, game release in 2025. So I played a lot of new games, I guess. The percentage of playtime spent by all Steam users in new releases game release is 14%. So that's about 33% more. Classic games, I played 18% classic games. The percentage of playtime you had in releases from 8 years or more, 8 or more years ago, 40%. So a lot of Steam users actually play a lot of classic games compared to the new games. Recent favorites, the percentage of playtime you had in releases from 1 through 7 years, so 35%. Steam users is 44%. You are what you play. The spider graph shows the kinds of games you spent the most time in 2025. So let's see. So Souls-like barely touched anything. Hunting, I don't know what game considered was hunting, but that's pretty high. Battle Royale, not too high. Extraction shooter, just right there. Cyberpunk, I'm not sure what they consider cyberpunk is. That's a weird category, but as I was saying earlier, JRPG really took the cake this year for me. Screenshots added 7, made 4 new friends. Says let's take a closer look at your top played games. So Battlefield 6, October, 32% of my playtime. November, 63, and 4% in December. Yeah, I kind of fell off in December just because, I started playing Arc Raiders and stuff like that, and that took a lot of the Battlefield time. Your achievement 13 unlocked this year. All right, that's pretty cool. You first played this game in October. Okay, so next game will be Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, my second top play game. You started this game in 2025. 9% of total playtime, 125 sessions, 16-day streak. Started this year. Started early this year, actually. February, March, April. Finally beat it in August. So in between time, I just played a whole bunch of different games. Yep, 16 achievements. I like the artwork of the achievements. They're pretty dope. These are the screenshots. So this is pretty much for Trails of Cold Steel or Trails Legend of Heroes games. I always just screenshot the last ending scene, just for memories, I guess. Or yeah, the last ending scene. So Clair Obscure was my third played game. April, I started it. Played a lot of it in May. Took a break in June. Finished it off in July. All right, 38 unlocked this year. This game, my game of the year for sure. If you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend trying this game from Sandfall Entertainment. Let's see. We never knew we needed a game that would combine Logan's Run and Final Fantasy, but we're happy Sandfall did. Oh, that's cool that they have like a little quote right here. This one doesn't have it. Battlefield 6. You picked up this game for the first time and were immediately hooked. So it looks like Sandfall was able to get, a little bit more recognition. That's pretty cool. I mean, they deserve it. They got Game of the Year. They got a bunch of rewards at the award ceremony too. The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. So this is the prequel or the game right before Trails of Cold Steel. February, I finished it off. I probably started it last year actually. So here's the little ending scene of the screenshot. It's a nice photo, has all the characters. So Kingdom Hearts 3, finally beat Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, how much? 53 sessions. So 99% of playtime in Kingdom Hearts 3 was in February. So I just knocked it all out in 1 month. Really awesome. Always wanted to finish it. I think I bought it for like the PS4, but couldn't deal with the frame rate. So now that, I had it on PC, definitely was a great game to pick up and play. So your playtime by month, January. So it shows all the games that I played. So it looks like I played Witcher. I actually beat Witcher and I think all the DLCs as well. Yeah, all the DLCs as well. So 36% of my time was in January. Devil May Cry, 64% in other games. DMC, Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy, Helldivers 2, Outer Worlds, Hunt Showdown, Love, Kingdom of Amalur, Re-Reckoning, 7 more. All right, so what's this? So a little bit more of Witcher 3. This is when I beat Kingdom Hearts, this red graph, this light blue, Trails of Azure. And then that's when I started Trails of Cold Steel and 17 other. So I played a little bit more of DMC, just the same games from January. Monster Hunter Wilds, that's when Monster Hunter Wilds came. Played a bunch of that. Looks like I only played it March and a little bit of April, probably. Trails of Cold Steel. Just dabbled in a bunch of random games. Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, Days Gone, No Rest of the Wicked, Tactics Ogre Reborn, 1000 X Resist, Death Stranding Director's Cut. This is when I focus on Clair Obscure for April and May. Also dabbled in Dota 2, Baldur's Gate 3, From Space. This one, Final Fantasy 10. Oh yeah, I started playing Final Fantasy 10 again. My Little Pony. My daughter was playing that. Towerborn, Elden Ring, Night Rain. Let's see. Started Fate Stay Night Remastered. Really, that was one of my favorite anime series. So that's like a visual novel, though. I really want to get through Fate Stay Night just because it's way more in depth. I love the lore of that anime. So yeah, Cyberpunk. Played a bit more Cyberpunk this time, July, August. And more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Trails of Cold Steel 2. I actually took a break from Trails of Cold Steel 2 because Trails of in the Sky first chapter dropped. So I've been putting my time in that. Here shows a bunch of Battlefield and Trails in the Sky first chapter. Love that game, the remake. Yeah, so pretty much Battlefield 6 all through November. Dabbled in a little bit VR game because I dusted off my MetaQuest 3 and wanted to try to play some more meta games or VR games. Arc Raiders when I started Arc Raiders. Yep. So here December doesn't look like a much. Oh, what is all this? Much playtime in December. A little bit of Battlefield, Cyberpunk, and Arc Raiders and Trails in the Sky. You played on more than one device. Playtime. 68% was on my Windows PC. 32% was actually on my Steam Deck. Man, I thought this was going to be a 50-50 graph for real. I feel like I play most of my games on Steam Deck, but that's interesting. I think because I started playing Battlefield on my PC, it took up a lot of the time. 39 games played on Windows, 33 games played on Steam Deck. So just a little bit less on my Steam Deck. Right here. So you played on a Steam Deck. Man, I love my Steam Deck OLED. If you're thinking about a handheld, Steam Deck OLED is a good one. If you're not really focused on multiplayer games, if you're like into JRPGs like me or RPG games or just older titles, Steam Deck is really worth it. So Trails of Cold Steel, Trails of Azure, Trails of Cold Steel again, Witcher. See, these are all RPG games playing on the Steam Deck. Offline playtime not included. Oh, okay, so I play a lot like offline too, like when I'm out and about. So 38% of your playtime was with a controller. So a lot of like, I like playing Monster Hunter Wilds with controller. All these are controller games to me. Cyberpunk, I mix and match with controller and keyboard mouse. And then, yep, play test. Oh yeah, I tried Battlefield 6 and Monster Hunter Wilds before it came out and rematch. Yep. So 71% Battlefield 6. Your longest daily streak was 34. During this time, you played 9 different games. Supervive. Oh, yeah, I had a little run with Supervive, which is kind of like a top-down MOBA battle royale. It's pretty fun, but unfortunately, I don't think the game has enough player count. They just keep dropping. So that's why I kind of fell off of it too. But it was a really fun game. Fate Samurai Remnant. As I mentioned, I love the Fate series, so I put a lot of time in here. Didn't finish it. Hopefully we'll finish it next year. Dragon's Dogma 2. Still not loving the performance on PC. So I haven't really gave Dragon's Dogma a chance. And I got a beefy PC too, which is a 7900 XTX, but I have a 4K monitor and it just doesn't run well. If it's not steady frame rates for me, so I couldn't like get into Dragon's Dogma 2, but I love playing Dragon's Dogma 1 on the Steam Deck. That game is really fire. Really challenging too. Play a little bit of demo. Oh, here, look. Timeline. Explore the games you played this year. Oh, I played Marvel Rivals. Didn't mention that. Helldivers 2. DMC. Path of Exile. I need to come back to Path of Exile. Tactics Ogre Reborn. Dabbled in it. I'm actually playing Final Fantasy Tactics on my Switch too, so there's no play count on there. Trails of Azure, Kingdom Hearts 3, Wayfinder. Wayfinder's pretty cool. Okami HD. I was just testing it, playing a little bit on the Steam Deck. Death Stranding 2, need to come back to this, or Death Stranding 1. I need to come back to Death Stranding. Pretty far in, but still need to put more time. Thinking about coming back to Assassin's Creed Shadows as well. Yeah, so a bunch of games. Ultimate Ninja Storm. 10-2, 46%. Expedition 33. The other side, I was testing this. I got this from Humble Bundle, I believe. Final Fantasy Type 0. I was checking the performance on that. Yep, some Elden Ring, Night Rain, Towerborn. Yeah, pretty much just, I mentioned most of these games, so I'm just gonna scroll down. Hollow Knight, played Hollow Knight a little bit. Played Silk Song on Switch 2, still going through that. Hades, back and forth with Switch 2 and on PC. All right, and then Arc Raiders, Sorrento, that's a VR game that I just dabbled in. Super Hot's pretty cool. Really good VR game. Definitely recommend that. And then Arc Raiders, yep. Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Trails in the Sky first chapter, and Cyberpunk to finish it off. Thank you for Winstar being part of the community in 2025. Yep. All right. So that's my 2025 Steam replay. Share me yours. I'm definitely want to check it out. I appreciate everybody who checked out the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.